Radio Taïga et Folk on the Rock présentent La Longe. Actualité musicale au territoire du Nord-Ouest.
Re-bienvenue sur un nouvel épisode de La Longe avec moi, ton hôte Élodie Roy. Aujourd'hui, on est avec un artiste très spécial. On est avec Saint-Arnaud. Alors, Arnaud, pourrais-tu te présenter au public?
Of course. I'll start with my name. My name's Ian St.Arnaud. I am a musician. I'm here to play Folk on the Rocks this year and also to work at Folk on the Rocks. That's most of what I do. I'm also an accountant, but we don't have to talk about that.
Donc, pour cet épisode-là, je vais donner une petite traduction. Il s'appelle Saint-Arnaud. Il était ici pour jouer et travailler pour Folk on the Rocks. Et aussi, il est comptable dans sa vie de tous les jours. Saint-Arnaud, comment décrirais-tu ta musique à quelqu'un qui ne l'a jamais entendue auparavant?
I like to think of it as the goofy side of roots rock or indie rock. You know, kind of think The Band sort of thing. Or there's a guy I really like called Jonathan Richman. And I find it's very lighthearted. We can have lots of fun on stage when we want people to have fun with us without it being overly silly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good balance. Silly, serious. Right down the middle.
Donc, tu décris ta musique comme le côté loufoque de roots rock, le type entraînant, le type où tu entraînes les autres à s'amuser, mais sans être trop loufoque, avec des touches de sérieux ici et là. Tu as commencé Saint-Arnaud comme un groupe solo, mais avec le temps, ça a évolué à un groupe entier. Est-ce que être dans un groupe a affecté ta façon de créer et écrire?
Well, it has changed. It has changed a lot. I started this project probably 8 years ago, which is crazy to think about now, 9 years ago. There was a couple deleted years in there, you know, with everybody was a bit distracted. But it started out, it was just me. Like, I kind of had nobody around to help me put this together. So I just made what I could. And I find if you listen to our first album, the songs feel a lot simpler. I did have help in the recording and the production process. I worked with somebody who I really trust to help flesh out the songs, but the songs were a lot simpler. And as it went along, I found people wanted to come help, or I needed somebody on stage to fill out what we'd made on the album. You naturally make friends as you do, and probably the same as you found a French radio station in Yellowknife, you find like-minded people, and it grows. So now we're at album 3, and I wanted to just acknowledge that it's not just me. It's my last name, because that's where it started, but it's a team sport.
Alors, Saint-Arnaud vient d'expliquer qu'il a commencé le projet il y a 8 ou 9 ans tout seul. Il n'y avait personne vraiment aux alentours, puisque, eh bien, COVID et tout. Mais il a pu créer ce qu'il a pu tout seul. Avec le temps, plus de gens sont venus pour aider. Il a fait des amis et maintenant, ils sont rendus à leur 3e album. Et même si ils utilisent le nom de Saint-Arnaud, il n'y a pas que lui. Donc, Saint-Arnaud, est-ce que tu dirais que tu étais un enfant très créatif?
I loved playing piano, took piano lessons. The trade-off was always I'd get to take guitar lessons if I did piano. And I took piano long enough to get to guitar, and then I hated guitar lessons. And I wouldn't say I was very creative. I just liked having something that I felt like I was getting better at. I didn't write a single note of music until I was in high school and found some like-minded friends. That's what it's always been for me, is when it becomes a team sport, it brings something out in me that can be complemented by other people.
Donc, il n'est pas vraiment quelqu'un qui a été très créatif étant plus jeune. Il jouait au piano, il avait pris des cours de guitare, mais n'avait vraiment pas aimé. Il aimait surtout le sentiment d'amélioration qu'il pouvait avoir à travers les cours. Il trouve que c'est être dans une équipe que c'est là que sa créativité peut vraiment ressortir. Et donc, Saint-Arnaud, si c'est ça le cas, qu'est-ce qui t'a donné envie de faire de la musique?
I was in high school. I had some good friends. We were all in band class, which was great. We could play instruments, but the music was given to us. That was enough for me because I didn't know how to write music. I liked just playing the trumpet or the saxophone and following along and being in a group. But we had a chance our band teacher asked us one day, hey, would anybody like to perform at the local library or something like that? And we thought, well, we could probably do that. So we played cover songs, and it just sort of happened that we wrote 2 songs of our own, and we showed up with those. We got to play those at our high school graduation, and I was kind of hooked from that. I didn't want to give that up, ever.
Il était au secondaire, il jouait des instruments, mais rien d'original, c'était tous des morceaux déjà faits par d'autres artistes, et puisqu'il ne connaissait pas vraiment comment écrire la musique encore, c'était satisfaisant. C'était satisfaisant. Mais un jour, un professeur est venu Mais un jour, un prof leur demande s'ils veulent performer devant un public, et ils ont dit oui, et Arnaud a appris qu'il aimerait continuer dans cette voie. Et donc, c'est comme ça qu'a commencé le premier album?
Almost. There's a gap in there. There's another story. So in high school, I had this group, and I got to university, and none of us were studying music, but we wanted to keep playing, and we were writing music. We were starting to get festivals and do a little bit of touring. And unfortunately, my close bandmate that I was living with, he passed away in an accident. So that I didn't know what I was going to do, right? Let alone music. It really turned my life upside down about a decade ago. And I didn't know what to do. I guess we decided that we wanted to try music for a year before he passed. And so I said, okay, maybe that's what I need to do. Mm-hmm. And as a way to kind of mark my stick in time and say, hey, from here on out, this is a new chapter, I said, this is Saint-Arnaud now. This is a new project. So it was from there that I started totally new songs and just me, and went forward. Now, slowly, have gotten to where we are today.
Pour tous ceux qui ont peut-être pas compris, en fait, pour son premier album, il y avait un groupe d'amis au secondaire et ensuite ils sont tous allés à l'université dans de différents programmes ne reliant pas à la musique, mais ont quand même continué comme hobby à faire de la musique ensemble. Et ils commençaient à prendre de l'ampleur. Mais malheureusement, un des membres a perdu la vie dans un accident et ça a beaucoup changé les choses pour le groupe. Finalement, Saint-Arnaud a commencé le nouveau projet nommé Saint-Arnaud en mémoire de son ami. Et faisons le calcul dans ma tête, en fait, tu as dû commencer le projet juste avant la COVID. Est-ce que la COVID a rendu les choses plus difficiles pour toi et ton projet?
I try not to linger on it. What can any of us do, right? People can go, oh, I lost 2 years of whatever age you were at that time. And there's nothing any of us can do. There's maybe an alternate universe where we all got the job of our dreams and, I got to go on tour so and so and so. But I don't want to live kind of mourning that time. I want to just go, hey, what did you do during the pandemic? I wrote a second album. Like, that was something I was proud of. I changed careers. I met the person I'm now going to marry. Like, all that time is now valuable to me in a different way. But would my music have changed? Yeah, maybe. I think we had some really cool stuff lined up before the pandemic did hit.
En grande ligne, il essaie de ne pas trop y penser, honnêtement. Ça a affecté beaucoup de gens, mais maintenant, il se dit « Qu'est-ce qu'on peut ni faire? C'est arrivé. » Il préfère se dire que quelqu'un pourrait demander « Ah, qu'est-ce que tu as fait durant la pandémie? » Et lui, il répondrait « Oh, j'ai écrit un deuxième album. » Il est fier, il a changé de carrière, il a rencontré la personne qu'il va épouser durant la pandémie, mais que, en fait, oui, ça a sûrement affecté sa musique d'une certaine manière, mais n'y reste pas trop. Donc, vite fait, on commence à manquer de temps, malheureusement. Alors, avant qu'on se quitte, j'aimerais bien qu'on écoute une de tes chansons. Alors, y a-t-il une chanson, Arnaud, que tu trouves très importante ou qui est très proche de ton cœur?
There's different songs for different reasons, but my current favorite is called Midwest Superstardom.
Et pourquoi cette chanson?
I think it kind of captures the essence of what we've been going for the whole time. It's not a sad song. It's very upbeat, but there's something in there that goes beyond sunshine and rainbows. It's about kind of going, yes, our music career is going so well. We get to do all these fun things. But at the same time, is this as good as it gets? Are we okay with that? Do we want more? Do we need more? And I think the resolution there is, let's see what life has in store and try to just really enjoy where you're at. That's I think it captures everything. And I think it's kind of funny.
En gros, la chanson Midwest Superstardom est une chanson très importante pour lui. Il trouve que cette chanson attrape vraiment l'essence du projet. C'est pas une chanson triste, quand même assez optimiste, mais il y a aussi un message plus profond derrière les paroles, un peu comme l'idée de la carrière de Saint-Arnaud qui va super bien. C'est super génial, tout va super, mais est-ce que c'est tout ce qu'on veut ou est-ce qu'on est trop loin dans notre carrière? En plus, il trouve que cette chanson est quand même assez drôle. Donc, j'aimerais bien qu'on écoute Midwest Superstardom. C'est malheureusement tout le temps qu'on a aujourd'hui. Merci Arnaud d'avoir pris le temps pour cette interview aujourd'hui. Merci à tout le monde à la maison ou dans leur voiture de nous écouter. Et on se revoit la semaine prochaine. Voici Midwest Superstardom de Saint-Arnaud.
Wanna get my baby in the motel room they gave me. But the band is on the edge of mutiny. As it is, another day in the hot van. Warm, cold cuts and Coke cans. Smoking mostly secondhand, 'cause even dying isn't cheap. We don't make money, but we're swinging for the fences. But that fence is swinging right back at us harder than we swung. That's your welcome to Midwest Superstardom. It's all I strive for, it's all I run from. Think it'd be too much for me, not enough for some. Baby, that's Midwest Superstardom. Nobody trusts a young band. It's like chips on your guitar. Somehow getting kind of banged up has that vintage kind of cool. Then it's chips on your shoulder. Pockets full of Lincoln drink tickets to bars that closed down years ago that you promised you'd come back. You bought in for the long haul, and the stakes are a pub crawl. You brush your teeth in a men's room stall. Don't wanna cry, but I'm gonna bawl. Sorry, honey, but we can't go on vacation. Bought a stick of pepperoni at a South Dakota station. Taylor stole my credit. I knew it and I said it. I'll win it all back on my Powerball ticket. I dream of a Feather King bed to myself. I dream of touring winters in the warm south. I dream of my songs being sung by a million miles. Wanna be on the second page cover of a regional magazine. That's your welcome to Midwest Superstardom. It's all I strive for, it's all I run from. Think it'd be too much for me, not enough for some. Baby, that's Midwest Superstardom. Midwest Superstardom. Midwest Superstardom. Midwest Superstardom. Wanna be on the second page cover of a regional magazine.
La Longe, chronique musique de l'été, une production Média Ténois.